Well, a nice sunny finish to this Friday here in central and eastern Kentucky. Of course, it didn't do much to warm us up. We had that Arctic boundary that moved through during the early hours, and afternoon highs struggled to get into the upper 20s and low 30s. But good news heading into the weekend. For the first weekend of February, we've actually got some fairly nice weather on the way. We're going to jump up into the 40s tomorrow, surging back into the 50s starting on Sunday. Sure, it'll be a little damp toward the middle part of next week, but at least it will be milder. Early this morning, a few scattered clouds with some moisture, low levels coming off of Lake Michigan, but by the afternoon, in much better shape with cloud-free skies and sunshine across the board. Sun setting here within the next 15-20 minutes. Bluegrass Pace Care, Skyview HD Camera Network, Richmond at EKU. We're at 28, so we are beginning to back things down a little bit. Kind of overachieved by a few degrees with all that sun. Winds will back down as well. It's been breezy. Northwest winds at 10 to 15, and so that's added that wind chill element to things out there, and it will this evening. It'll take a little while for those winds to back off. 30 Lexington, 28 as mentioned in Richmond, 30 Somerset over to Williamsburg, 27 in Moorhead, and then you factor in the wind, 19, that's a feel like up I-64 to Moorhead, 22 Lexington, Richmond, 23 down in Somerset. And we're not the only ones dealing with the chilly air. That Arctic boundary well to our south, so you get up north and struggling to get out of the teens and into the low 20s along the I-70 corridor. Of course, the northeast, that's where that coldest core of air is. Interior sections looking at overnight lows in that 15, 20 degrees below zero range with wind chills, maybe even 50, 60 below into parts of New Hampshire and Maine. That hadn't happened in a couple of decades, but it's an in and out situation fairly quickly as the high moves off to the east. Temperatures, I think, outside of the metro may fall down into the upper teens, but we've got winds that will shift around to the southeast, so that may hold us up a touch heading into early tomorrow. And then once the sun comes up and the winds begin to pick up out of the south at about 10 to 15 and gusting up to 30 occasionally, that will push us all the way into the mid to upper 40s. So we're looking at a big span between the early morning low and the afternoon high. Second half of the weekend, we're in good shape as well. We should top the 50-degree mark. Breezy again. Winds may actually be a bit stronger on Sunday, gusting upwards of 35. This little boundary, it's not really a true front. It will clip us to the north. What it will do is cool us down. We'll get cold on Monday morning, right around the freezing mark. Despite that, we're going to see some sunshine and high pressure building in, so we're still going to be above the curve into Monday. So our upward trend of temperatures, that will continue into next week and even deep into next week. Toward next weekend, we're going to be on the good side of temperatures. Now, of course, anytime we hit that 60-degree mark or so, especially in January and February, you know some rain's on the way, and we'll see the brunt of it, it appears, into the day on Wednesday, probably lingering Thursday, but doesn't appear to be a big cool down back behind that boundary. So after the cold start tomorrow, it'll be a breezy afternoon, both Saturday, Sunday, but a good-looking weekend. Remember, our average high is mid-40s. Best day, I think, overall will be Tuesday, even though we got a late shower chance surging all the way into the low 60s, and you'll need the rain gear in middle part of next week. But we can handle those temperatures, afternoon highs into the mid-50s.